Hey folks, it's Lindsey Hostel with SPS back in the building over at Oakland University for BCAM Basketball Coach Association of Michigan. I'm here with Danielle Phillips. She just had an awesome presentation on how to fuel your athlete. It's been a great time. I didn't get a chance to catch it. I'll be presenting shortly, but give us an overview of what your presentation was like and how that went.
Yeah, so I did a presentation on how to fuel your athlete, specifically the basketball athlete, and we just went over the main energy sources, what we call macronutrients, and where they play a role, pregame nutrition, game time, and recovery, and when they are vital, because they do play a role in each timing of that. So we just went over, how to structure a meal plan where we can put those macronutrients in, and hydration and sleep and how important they are, and they also go hand in hand with nutrition. So, if nutrition is on, but hydration isn't, then you're not going to be performing at your best, and same with sleep. So really trying to, teach the coaches that it's kind of like a whole picture thing.
Sure.
And if one thing's off, it can, be detrimental to the player's performance during the game.
And currently you're a fellow at Michigan State, nutrition fellow.
Yes.
What would be the exact terminology to describe your experience and what you're doing right now?
Yeah, so right now I am the nutrition fellow at Michigan State. I work with the Olympic athletes. So my main teams there are volleyball and baseball, and I also work with all the other sports in the building as well, and help out the other dietitians. My previous experience, I got my bachelor's and master's from the University of Alabama.
Roll Tide?
Roll Tide, yes.
So that means you're double crimson?
Yes.
Yes, I get it.
And then after that, I moved back home. I'm originally from Huntington Beach, California. When I was done with school, moved back home and worked for USC in Los Angeles. I worked for their football team, so that was a great experience. Got to travel.
They're about to kick off in Colorado in about 15 minutes
I know.
right now.
I'm also a Buffs fan, so.
Really? How'd that work out?
I just have always been. It's close to California.
Well, check it out. By the time this airs, there will already be an outcome. So do you want to kind of give a prediction on what this is going to look like?
I like predictions. And this is hard because I'm obviously a Buffs fan, but I work for USC, so.
Well, you're going to win no matter what.
Those are my guys.
How about this? You can just say that your team is going to be successful.
Yes.
See, I hooked you up. You're good. So you're going to look good going into the future.
Yeah.
Michigan State, as we share that common bond, I'm a proud Detroiter. I'm in East Lansing. It was great to hear Coach Izzo speak, to get a shout out from a Hall of Famer. I spent a lot of time around the program, not only from a sports psychology standpoint, but also from a media standpoint too. But what I'm finding though, Danielle, is that I think it's easier, or you correct me if I'm wrong, it's easier to be able to follow those nutrition goals on the level of that being the collegiate level. But how do you really do that if you're like a high school program that may be kind of struggling, may not really have all the type of resources that USC, Alabama, or Michigan State may have? Can you help me with that? Yeah,
and that's, very difficult, financial-wise, resources-wise.
But I would imagine not impossible, though, right?
No, not impossible. And we actually, now that's something that we're working on as, fellows, nutritionists, dietitian is getting nutrition, education, and resources into those high schools. So I have a fellowship with Milk Means More.
Okay, great.
And
Milk Means More.
Milk Means More. Drink your chocolate milk. And, their team does that in high schools around Michigan. So they will bring resources like coolers filled with milk. They'll bring different resources, and they'll also do education. They have dietitians on their team.
Okay, well maybe we can use this platform to help promote what's happening with that, because I think that's really, really important. If it can give me a chance to get some free chocolate milk. Now, here, help me understand. I thought that chocolate milk provided a challenge sometimes. I don't know whether it's because of I don't even know what could be that, but I was about to get really heavy into chocolate milk. but it was something I read. Maybe it's the fat level or something like that that made me say maybe this is not a good thing. So tell me why chocolate milk is a really good thing for you.
Yeah, so chocolate milk and just milk in general, it's the perfect post-recovery nutrition choice. It is used in that 30-minute window post-training and competition.
So there's a window that I can really be most impactful during that time.
Yes, and so really in milk and chocolate milk, it increases leucine, which is in milk, which increases the muscle synthesis time in that 30 minutes. So 30-minute window, muscle protein synthesis is at its highest, and milk has that leucine, which will promote recovery. And that's kind of the misconception with milk, like you said, the fat content, and that's kind of a misconception and one of those fad diets that we're trying to break as nutrition experts.
And let me clarify, the reason why at the time I was being hyper health conscious, if that, you get into those modes like, okay, I'm reading everything, and for whatever reason I said, oh, it's too much trans fat or something like that, and it kind of, made me walk away from it, and I kind of never, and I love chocolate milk too on top of that. Now, are you saying it's more of a better experience post-recovery, or is it something that would be okay just in general for my diet?
Yeah, just in general. I promote, to my athletes and recommend that they can have it whenever. It's just, essential in that recovery, same as like a protein shake. But some athletes don't like the taste or, of that protein shake.
Well, give me yours. Well, the protein shakes too, I get that. And I appreciate the fact that I can pose these questions to you because I'm just coming off the getting with a nutritionist experience, and they were saying how I can get just the protein shakes, because for me, for any potential weight loss, they said I needed more protein in my diet once I told them the things I was eating. And I found some protein shakes to be, manageable and doable. I think it gave me about 24 to 30 grams of protein, and that was going to help. But I guess we're not drinking a protein shake for it to be like caviar or steak and lobster, but it's to be a supplement to help.
Yes, exactly. And milk, that's why a lot of the athletes love it, because it does still give that protein. It has electrolytes, carbohydrates, and
There's
that's everything.
Electrolytes in milk?
Yes.
Really? Oh, okay.
Yes, so it is a overall great recovery drink.
What's a good resource that you can point people to that you like to use that can just help people that are going through their process, or maybe as coaches trying to find out what else I can get to help? Like, what's some resources that are out there that we can point to? Yeah,
so the Milk Means More. Like I said earlier, my fellowship, they have a website with great resources. They have a coach's guide to nutrition.
And like magic, it's popping up on the screen right now.
Yes. So they have many resources, digital PDF books, and then I would recommend, besides that, if you're looking on the internet for nutrition advice, make sure it's evidence-based.
Thank you. Yeah, not just a regular Google search, right?
No, not Wikipedia.
Yeah, because it could be any and everything. It could be a fad or something like that.
Yep, exactly. And there's a lot of those out there on social media and everything promoting, weight loss supplements, teas, this diet and that diet.
And it may sound like something that's very good for what you want from a lifestyle standpoint, but may not be good like that. With the time that we have, what does it mean having an organization like BCAM that gives you a platform to come share what I would probably call your life's work? What does it mean to be able to come here for BCAM?
Yeah, I am so grateful for this opportunity to present to the high school coaches and really, help them understand why nutrition is so vital, especially if their athletes are then going to go up to that next level, and how it plays, a big role. And I'm a huge advocate for, teaching the younger generation these things so they're not learning it when they're at the collegiate or professional level.
That's right.
And nutrition goes beyond, just as an athlete, just playing. It's, when you're out of the sport, you got to learn, what to eat, how to cook for yourself. And
I'll say this as we wrap up. I wrote 2 books, but one, Unlikely Saviors, Realizing the Positive Impact Athletes Can Have on Society. Long title, but here's my point. That post-athlete experience, when they don't have the 2-a-days, they don't have access to the best facilities, they don't have access to someone like yourself, and going through that process, their body's just changing and being able to respond to that. So I like how you said this is something they can use post-athletic experience to help them. With the time we have, anybody you want to give any shout-outs to? Anything else you want to share with us before we go?
I don't think so. I think
Covered
that
everything?
is all, yeah.
Okay,
I think we
well-
covered everything.
Well, job well done. I enjoyed the fact that you got to sit down with us. I don't know how you've had all these Southern hot experiences, West Coast hot experiences, and you nestled in the good old Michigan, huh?
Right, yeah.
That's good for
Getting
your
ready
lungs.
for winter.
It's good for your lungs. You got your winter coat ready?
Nope.
No? Okay, we got to get you straight. Okay? Cute is fine, but you got to have something to keep you straight. Okay? And long johns don't hurt either. All right? I'm just trying to give you some advice. You gave us advice on nutrition. I'm giving you advice on warm. So with that being said, this is Lindsey Hudson with SPS over at BCAM, having a great day, great experience, and we'll see you next time. Peace.